Yeah, what's good, guys? Hey, it's your boy Santo, Lionway Investment CEO and founder. Hey, look, I'm going ahead and do this trade breakdown that I did on US30. That was June 15th, man. We had a really good short on here. I don't do signals. I am not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. This is a trade that I took. I'm just sharing my thought process on how I marked up the chart and how I got to my trade setup, how I got to my trade entry and execution. Okay, so let me go ahead and show that to you guys. I know I get up around 5 a.m. So start off at 5 a.m. Boom, boom. So this is around 5 a.m. when I had got up. I came to the charts. Saw that we had this little zone formed out right here. And so I had went ahead and drew this zone, marked that right there. I like that zone because I saw that we had it as pushed up to resistance right here. We pushed up, came back down, put it as support, broke above it, and had a support right here, came back down, hit it as support again, and then we broke down above it, came pushed back up, couldn't break it, then broke it, then came back right here and hit it as like a little resistance level and then pushed back down. So I was like, okay, cool, we got a lot of touches right here. I like this zone. So as I was seeing that, I already had started to try to develop a bias because if you look right over here, I have a 4 hour lower high. So this right here, and I'll go to the 4 hour chart just to show you guys. So let's zoom in so you can actually see it. This was a 4 hour lower high right here. So I saw that we had this lower high, and this was possibly forming a bearish reversal pattern right here as well. So once I saw that, I was like, okay, cool. So I have confluences of us going to the downside, and I'm thinking to myself, as long as we don't break this 4 hour lower high here, I'm still going to be looking for shorts. I'm not going to be looking for any buys unless we can get up and break that level right here. So as long as we stay below that level, I was going to be looking for shorts. That was my bias. One thing that I've noticed on trading the US30 is that the US30 tends to do market manipulation against the actual trend of the market. So if we're in a downtrend, they do market manipulations to the upside for like bullishness and end up, people getting on buys and they'll give you a big buy, maybe 50, 60 some pips. Well, the people like to call a stop hunt and they push it up and then boom, pull the market away from me and go into the intended direction. So I always like to make sure that before I get into the trade, I have some form of bias to either the top side or the downside for US30. That has been helping me out a lot. And this was a Fibonacci right here. So I went ahead and drew this Fibonacci right here to the downside. Boom. Went ahead and drew that Fibonacci to the downside. Once I saw that it lined up perfectly with my resistance level right here, this little zone that I had marked off. And then my golden zone was right here as well. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm really liking this structure. So I went ahead, took my zone, moved my zone right here. Boom, boom. Made that gold. Boom. So that's where I was looking for the market to retrace back to. I was going to wait to see if we can get a retracement back into this level. I'd be looking to place a sell to continue down the trend. So I was just sitting here chilling. I was waiting. I was waiting. I was waiting. And something interesting happened. So where is it at? Where is it at? So where was it at? Right here. So right there, when we came up and we hit the 200 EMA and we got this nice rejection right here, it was at 650. I thought about entering the market, as I was expect. I thought about entering the market off this 382 to push down, but I had to stick to my guns. I was like, nah, I'm not going. And I had to stick to my guns a lot today for these trades because I'm going to share with you guys what actually happened. So we end up not breaking that 382. Well, it ended up coming up rejecting off the 382 and the 200 EMA. I still ended up not entering the market because I just wanted to wait. I really wanted to pull back to the golden zone because I noticed a lot of times it'll hit this 382 level. I would enter the market, it'll push down here, and then it'll still come back up into the golden zone. So I end up just having to wait and be in drawdown. So I just waited anyways. So as I was sitting here waiting, dropped down a little bit, pushed up. And that was a big drop. I was like, damn, I should have got in. I should have got in, but I was still just chilling there waiting. I said, nah, bro, I'm sticking to my guns. I'm letting it come up and hit this golden zone. If not, I'm not entering. So right here, once the market pushed up to the golden zone right here, I didn't have my phone in do not disturb. Since I didn't have it on do not disturb, I was seeing a lot of stuff going on. And one in the chat, somebody hit me up and it was like, I actually run a Discord chat, Line Way Investments on Discord, or go to Instagram, Line Way Investments, and just hit the link in the bio and you can join the Discord. But somebody was like, they're getting in the US30 buy. They sent me a direct message. I didn't have my phone on do not disturb. And I looked and saw that they had was looking at it like this. So the market had broke this trend line. He moved the trend line up to respect off of this little test right here, that break. And then he was looking at it as this was a break and retest. I told him, I just replied, I was like, I'm entering the short right here. And that was a moment for me because I'm sitting here saying, I'm only looking for shorts. I'm only looking for shorts. And I like to not have any outside influences going on, or I should say influences going on when I'm looking into my trade. So I can only trust my trade setup. So that kind of like, I was just like, damn, I was being tested. I said, but nah, hey, I waited all of this time, since 650 for it to come up and hit the golden zone. I'm not going to go against my trading plan. So I went ahead and entered for a short right here. Once I entered for a short position, I ended up taking my stop loss. I put it here at the 764 level. And the reason why I put it there is because I expected the market, excuse me, I expected for the market would have to come and push past the 618, but also it would have to break this trend line. So the market would have to come as time come on and break this trend line in order to hit my stop loss. So I was comfortable with putting my stop loss right there. And then I was targeting, since we were in the 618, I wanted to target right down here to the next negative 618 level right there. So, with this little setup right here, I understood the bias behind why he was getting in for a buy. So I didn't want to just be like, hey, that's invalid. But I said, hey, I'm getting in for a short, leaving it up to him because I'm not giving signals. I'm not trying to tell people what to do because none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just showing people how I get into the markets and what I do in order to get to my trade. So again, that was just why I wasn't going to tell him what he needed to do in that case. I just let him know what I was doing and, let him know, showed him my chart so you could see that. And once that all played out right there, and then I saw for the next candle, where is it at? Come back over here. Wow, market started dropping. By that time, it tanked. So within 20 minutes, the market just tanked, hit my take profit directly. I went ahead and closed out the trade right here. I closed out the trade, and it was because I was trying to get in and out of the market because I had somewhere to go, and the place that I was going, I wasn't going to be able to look at the charts. And just for me, everybody's different. I like to look at the charts. I like to be able to, I'm saying, trail my stop loss, things like that. See if I see a reversal coming, anything like that. So I like to look at the charts when I'm in my trades. Everybody's different. That's just me. That's the way that I like to trade. And so I went ahead and closed out the trade. I took my profits right there. And then I could have stayed in the trade even longer because the market just kept dropping. It was still just dropping. I kept on dropping. I can go ahead and take this off here now, just so you can see like the market still was dropping. This was the 4 hour lower low right here. So I was expecting it to hit here overall. That was the overall take profit, but I didn't have the time to sit here and wait. This was damn near 10:30. You know what I'm saying? I was been already out and about by then. But yeah, that was a great trade on the US30, bro. And that was just one of those moments for myself because last night, the other day I ended up going to a baseball game. It was the Astros game, and that was actually last night I went to the Astros game. And that came after this whole event, but it was just an eye-opening event because at the end of the game, it was the ninth inning, and there were two outs, there was two strikes, and this was the last chance at bat. It was either win the game or go home. And he ended up hitting a home run and taking his team to the 10th inning. And that was just like, dang, bro, you know what I'm saying? And this was one of the top two best players on the Astros, so for me, it just kind of showed me that like the best, they show up and they have faith in themselves, regardless of what it is, because all of the fans was leaving there. Everybody lost faith in all this. I'm just like, damn, bro, everybody left. But look, bro, he didn't give up. He came in there, hit it, brought it down all the way to the wire to the 10th inning. They just started Astros. They just kept bunting. They loaded up the bases. What the other best player on the Astros, Altuve. He got up there and what did he do, bro? He's the best player. He showed up, bro. He hit a home run. You feel me? The best players they show up. So for me, I just was tested a little bit because I normally don't have any outside influences going on while I'm trading to see that somebody was talking about getting in the buy. So I had this, you know what I'm saying? It kind of got in my head, but what did I have to do? If I do this, this is what I'm about. I have to show up and I have to trust myself. Those three players who gave up their chance at winning the game to let Altuve get up to bat and knowing, putting faith in him, they had faith in him. They had trust in him. So as a trader, bro, we got to have trust in our setups, bro. At all times, trust your setups. And that's why it's so important to put your stop loss at a place where it will invalidate your trade setup. So that way you don't feel inclined to hurry up and go ahead and close off the trade. I know if price pushes back up here, it possibly can go ahead and do a reversal right here at this 4 hour lower high. But if it reverses at that 4 hour lower high, then I can go ahead and enter again on the market and just ride that all the way down, you know? So that's just a little tip that I wanted to share with you guys. Again, none of this was financial advice. This is just the way that I was trading. This is the way that I marked up the market. By the way, this was also a head and shoulders on the US30. Not gonna lie, I didn't see the head and shoulders as it was forming out. I just was following market structure, and as it started to drop, I was like, "Oh man, this is the head and shoulders pattern." You know, I'm not perfect. I don't see everything, but yeah. I also, like I said earlier in the beginning, you can follow me on Instagram at Lionway Investments. You can also go ahead and head over to the Discord. If you go to Instagram, just hit the link in my bio, and you can get into the Discord, bro. I don't do any signals or anything like that. I just post chart analysis. If you have any questions, you can get in there and talk, and we could just go from there. I hope this video helps you guys out. I will be making more videos in the future. And if you would like to see anything, bro, just send me a message and I'll go ahead and make some more videos for you guys. All right. Hope everybody have a blessed day. Peace.